thing that is happening, right? Helping us to really see and monitor traffic and then things going on across the streets of Lagos.
Right. So that's what we call transformation. That's right?
Yeah,
okay.
Transformation.
And that's what you represent too. So let's even start from there. You are the convener of the Relevance Conference.
Yeah, I'm the convener of the Relevance Conference, and then it's been beautiful to know, that we're able to do this, at this time.
So let's talk about that. So what's that conference all about, really?
All right, so Relevance Conference, basically, it's a leadership conference. Basically, what our primary objective is to secure Africa, and salvage, the economies of our nation, Nigeria, and then the rest of Africa, primarily by inspiring people, empowering them, and deploying them to influence systems, cultures, and generations.
All right. So is it to say that you found a gap in this area? Is that the reason why you're coming up with this kind of conference? Is that the reason?
Yeah, that's it. That's the reason why I'm telling them to come for this conference, actually.
So there's a gap.
Yeah.
In terms of leadership.
Yeah, there is a leadership gap, really. And then everyone needs to really grow up to that leadership capabilities and then, build up their competence and then be able to max their potentials to solve problems at the littlest of it, every day where they find them.
All right. So this conference is hoping to address all of that. How long is that going to take? How many days conference are we talking about?
Well, it's a 2-day conference, a Saturday and a Sunday.
Right. Would that not too short a time to really, really get the best in terms of training if we want to equip them with leadership skills?
Well, pretty much, like we said, our purpose and aim actually is just to inspire and empower, right? We just hope that people will get the most of the time. So we have a longer time on Saturday. It's going to be like a 5 hours, entrenching period, just helping people to get the right mind paradigm. And then we definitely trust, our speakers are going to be coming up to do a great job, for that.
So who can attend? Who is this training meant for?
All right. So, our hearts is going from the teens, from 18 to 35. Our doors are open. People around that age, 18 to 35. I like to just probably say a backstory in that regard.
Yeah.
Really, now in this day and age, we get to complain about our politicians. We get to complain about people that are heading institutions and parastatals, now. But what we are also beginning to see that if you give it 8, 9, 10 years from now, the guys that are 18 now and 19 now will begin to become mid-level managers, that will be determining the cost of organizations, institutions, and parastatals. So let's get them right early, and get them on the ride, to get them with the right mind paradigm. I always say that the best gift you can give to somebody is not the gift of money,
right,
but the gift of a mind paradigm.
All right. So before we come to what that training would look like, how did you get this idea? Is this your idea?
Well, I'm the convener of the meeting, but definitely I have a team that I'm working with. I have a tribe of people that, are leaders in their own sphere, right? People that are emerging in business and career. And then we are coming together to do this together, alongside with the power speakers that are coming to actually work this together.
Right. So is this the first of the conference?
All right. This is the 3rd edition.
Oh, it's the third?
We had the first 2022. We had the second last year, 2023. And this year is the 3rd.
Right.
It's an annual conference.
So let's reflect a bit on those past two that took place 2 years back and last year. How did they go, by the way?
Well, it went well. We had over 150, 200, participants in those 2 years, right? Primarily for us is identifying people that have the leadership capabilities, right? To be equipped and empowered for this. So we had a great time. We had great, amazing speakers come around, teach people about entrepreneurship, equip them for leadership, and get them ready for the problems, in their communities, their society, and everywhere they find themselves.
All right. So this, you call it the Relevance Conference Africa.
Yes.
So is that to say we're going to be having people outside Nigeria as well?
Yes, we're having people outside Nigeria. Some people are coming in person, and many people will be joining in, virtually for the conference.
Right. So the target here is to get as many as what now? What's the figure that we're looking at? So
we're gathering 300 emerging business, and career professional leaders in a room. It's a decision room, right? Helping people to make the most of the economic challenges that we currently have with the right mind paradigm. So that's what we are about.
Okay, so training them with the right skills, the right paradigm for them to go through these very difficult times.
Yeah.
Okay, so who are the speakers?
So, well, we have a lineup of great, amazing speakers. We have Mr. Ayo Daniels, a strong leadership transformation coach. We have the known Dr. Nia Adesoya. You know, we have Mr. Oluwatoyinbo. We have Dr. Yemi Shuyombo. You know, and myself. You know, along with some of the panelists. You know, the CEO of Street Church. You know, Bunmi Oyekanmi also will be with us. You know, for this amazing event.
Right. So, is it a paid event?
Well, for now, it's a free event, you know, but it's sponsored. It's fully sponsored by partners and sponsors that's been able to help us to put this, you know, together.
So it's a non-for-profit?
Yeah, it's a non-for-profit.
Okay. So who can be, you said it, that those who are really, really craving to be leaders of their generation can be part of it, but how do I get to nominate someone? Or is it anybody who just hears this now can be free to be part of it?
Yeah, I mean, all you just have to do is just to get to register, basically, you know, for the event. You know, as long as you fall within that age bracket, I mean, we could consider to probably extend to 40, but if you fall within 18 to 35, I mean, you are a good catch, you know, for us. You know, you just get to register, you know, on the link of the event.
18 to 35?
Yes.
You've knocked me out.
Well, your child, your son or your daughter can still be a part of this, really.
Okay, all right.
You know, and things like that. So our approach is mind formation, actually, helping people that are still, you know, are making decisions, people that are actually still maturing, not people that are settling, really. People that are still taking risks, you know, and things like that, you know, to help them with the mindset they
right. So since we're talking about emerging leaders, so what are the kind of things to be exposing them to on Saturday and on Sunday? All
right. So basically, emerging leaders, one core thing about that age bracket we're talking about is decision making, really. You know, practical approach to life concerns, right? Problem solving will be one of our main high, helping people to know what they really are and how to deploy themselves effectively where they're actually operating, you know, the marketplace and things like that. So networking is strong. Personal development is strong, you know, professional development is strong for us, you know, leadership, personal leadership is strong for us, you know, and communication also is very strong for us.
All right. Okay. So anyone that possesses this can do all of that. Can people still register?
Yes, they can still register. We still have some few days, you know, to the conference.
All right. And how can you do that?
So, well, all you need to do is just register on the platform, The Chosen Breed at TLC24.
thechosenbreed.org/TRC24. All right, which is very, very good. So please take advantage of it. Where is he holding, by the way?
Well, he's holding in plot 7, plot 2/3, our 7 plus 2/3, Oregon, Ikeja, Lagos.
Oh, just right here in Ikeja.
Yeah, just right here in
Oregon. Okay, then. So I hope you can take good advantage of all of this, even though you might be disgruntled with what's going on in town. It's time for you to plug into things that would benefit you and really, really empower you for the future, especially if you want to be a leader. Let's begin to wrap this all up this morning. Bunmi Oyekanmi, what's your message, especially to our youths, those who are out there who feel there's no future, those who feel disoriented, those who are not even thinking of you know, the next line, especially now that we're talking about leadership. So what's your message to them at this time?
Well, in closing out, I just want to say, I mean, I'm in Lagos Traffic Radio. I just want to paint a scenario, you know, simply, and to say this, there is no such thing as a problem. Any problem that you have with you that doesn't pass the test of universal appeal is not a problem at all, you know. So the possibilities, we must also always look at the possibilities beyond every problem. Let me just put this analogy. Let's think about it. There's a traffic situation. Somebody's trying to get to the island from the mainland, you know, very early in the morning, and then you just trust that everything's going to go well. That there's not going to be a traffic, you know, on the road. And think about that young guy that, you know, is just trying to navigate life, you know, and then he's just praying to say that, oh, come on, I just wish there's going to be traffic, you know, for me to be able to sell what I have to sell, you know. So for somebody that is trying to get to the island, that seems to be like a problem, but somebody that is trying to sell, that's an opportunity. So I like to say that there is no such thing as a problem, as long as that thing that you're currently facing doesn't face a law of universal appeal. If your problem in Nigeria is not a problem in Sweden, if your problem in Nigeria is not a problem, so you must always see the opportunities, you know, that the seeming problem actually holds. And then when everything or anything tackles you, you must always ask yourself, what can I do around the situation? Do I need to see it from a different perspective? Do I need to approach from a different perspective? And then when you begin to do that, you begin to see that you begin to see more opportunities even beyond the problem. And that's what I would just want to leave as a message to everyone out there.
Right.
There is no such thing as a problem. Always get to maximize the opportunities that seeming problems and challenges hold for us.
Very positive indeed. I say a big thank you to you. Thank you so much for making it through to the studio this morning.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, then. So, Bunmi Oyekanmi, you can hear him. He's a finance expert. He's also a transformational coach, and he is the convener of this particular conference. We're talking about the Relevance Conference 2024. All right, just take some time out to go and be part of that, and then you can improve your leadership skills. All right, then, maximum thanks to Tumishe Kuku in the building as well, strolling by and coming along with Bunmi Oyekanmi. All right, it's nice having both of you in the studios. All right, now a brief break. When we return, it will be time to do our birthdays.